The Spark of Curiosity, the life and work of Professor Mansoor Amiji. The morning sun has barely risen over Zanzibar when young Mansoor, no older than 10, tiptoes into the small storage room he has claimed as his laboratory. His hands tremble with excitement as he carefully pours sulfuric acid, borrowed from the local car battery shop, into a glass jar. He drops in a piece of zinc gotten from his school's chemistry cabinet and watches as bubbles of hydrogen gas fizz to the surface. His mother's voice, sharp with worry, echoes from the kitchen. "Mansoor, are you playing with fire again?" He grins, capturing the gas in a balloon, though it stubbornly refuses to float. Moisture levels too high, he notes me, already planning his next experiment. That insatiable curiosity was ignited by his primary school chemistry teacher in Moshi, Tanzania, a passionate young man who made chemical reactions seem like magic. Mansoor's improvised home laboratory filled his family with a mixture of pride and dread, particularly after he almost ignited the curtains using a Bunsen burner. His grandmother, a firm believer in home remedies, often dragged him away to slather his scrapes with turmeric paste or force bitter herbal teas down his throat. "Medicine must taste terrible to work," she insisted, a philosophy he later laughed at, though secretly he admired her conviction. Years later, as a graduate student at Purdue University, Mansoor developed another kind of addiction: coffee. The bitter brew fueled late nights in the lab, where he wrestled with hypotheses and data. He was a morning person by nature, rising at 4:30 a.m. to savor the quiet before the academic storm. Solitude was his ally. As an introvert, he thrived in those early hours, sketching solutions to problems that would later become breakthroughs. One such breakthrough defied scientific dogma. While others in gene therapy chased cationic polymers, Mansoor dared to ask, what if a negatively charged nanoparticle could deliver DNA? The idea was met with skepticism until it worked. The success of his gelatin nanoparticles was an aha moment that felt like magic. Later, his work on macrophage repolarization opened new doors in treating inflammation and cancer. Yet for every triumph, there were failures, like the stomach-specific drug delivery system that inflamed tissues instead of healing them. Chase perfection, but know when to pivot, he tells his students. Professor Mansoor Amiji's lab at Northeastern University buzzes with collaboration, though he never forgets the time his daughters, then 5 and 6, helped by dyeing alginate beads with food coloring. Much to the fury of a PhD student whose samples were ruined, he never confessed. His office walls hold thank you cards from students, reminders of why he does this work. Watching them graduate, hooding them at ceremonies, moves him to tears. Even at the peak of his career, he remains grounded, feeling a deep sense of gratitude for the recognition he has received. Outside the lab, Mansoor is a devoted father and husband. His wife is his anchor, especially during the chaotic early years of parenthood and academia. Weekends are for homemade biryani, old Hindi songs by Lata Mangeshkar, and binge-watching Star Trek, a show that makes him dream of teleportation and tricorders.
"Saffron is my secret ingredient," he says, stirring a pot, as if cooking is just another experiment.
His childhood in Zanzibar lingers in his senses. The scent of ilang-ilang flowers, the taste of fresh madafu, coconut water from street vendors. Even now, a sunset over the Indian Ocean can fill him with wonder. Yet his mind always circles back to science. Like the time a child's innocent question, "Why can't one medicine cure everything?" haunted him. Or when a student's challenge led to pioneering oral nucleic acid delivery. If his life were a movie, Dr. Amiji muses, it would star Amitabh Bachchan. Dramatic, humorous, full of quiet intensity. But the real story is in the lab photos. His daughters, his students' children, proof that his work will ripple into the future. And though he still wishes he could paint, or redesign the humble toilet plunger, or play chess better, he knows his true superpower is persistence. As the morning train carries him to campus, Professor Amiji sips his coffee, a boy from Zanzibar still chasing the next great what if.